Hello everyone, and welcome to Ace Attorney Investigations Part 5. Another stream, another new case on the way. Cool. Alright, without further ado, let's start Episode 3, The Kidnap Turnabout. Here we go. March 13th, 10:11 a.m., unknown location. It's time. Don't worry, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be following you every movement with my binoculars. Good to hear. Now make sure you don't lose sight of me. I'm counting on you for backup. You count on me, sir? I have to go. The kidnapper is supposed to contact me soon. Who would have thought that upon my return, I'd be thrust into a kidnapping case? That I would be the one who would have to make the ransom drop off. Let's see. I checked that the money is all there, safe inside the suitcase. Now all I have to do is await further instructions from the kidnapper, which I'm expecting to be transferred to my cell phone. I wonder who else is around. This is the meeting place, after all. Welcome to Gatewaterland. Oh, thank you. And a big hello to you. I am the Proto Badger. Nice to meet you. Excuse me, but were you perhaps thinking of taking a picture of me? A picture? Of you? Sorry, but I'm not interested. Oh, that's too bad. Well, have a good day. Hello?
Who are you? You're not Ernest Amano.
Sounds like the kidnapper is using some sort of voice alteration device. Oh. I'm his representative, Miles Edgeworth.
Are you a cop?
No, I'm a prosecutor.
Dot.
I know what you're wondering, and yes, I have brought the ransom money with me.
I see. In that case, bring the money with you to the stadium.
So, this person intends to see if I'm being followed, huh? Please, Detective Gumshoe, I really need you to come through for me this one time. Max Galactica versus Troop Grammary. The Governors special concert. Edgeworth speaking.
Next, come to the haunted house.
And just how long do you intend to have me wander around for?
That's for me to decide. You don't have much of a choice here, my friend.
I suppose not. Haunted house, huh? I've arrived.
Go inside.
What a dismal place.
That's it. Go through those doors.
Am I being watched from somewhere?
Leave the money and go. Now.
I was hoping for an exchange, but maybe I should do as they say for now and not push it. I couldn't catch even a glimpse of the kidnapper. Perhaps I should keep an eye on this haunted house until police backup arrives. It was a trap. Now they're going to have to ransom me. March 13th, 11:23 a.m. Unknown location.
That guy, restrained. Oh, campy. And the deal?
Who's that? What are they talking about?
Split, please. Alright. In front of...
Meet up. I can't move my body. I fear I might fade again. Where am I? How long was I out? It wasn't raining like it is now when I made the drop off. This was supposed to be a simple affair. So why have I been taken hostage as well? I can only assume Detective Gumshoe lost sight of me at some point. The only reason I agreed to be the drop-off man was because of that phone call. It was from Mr. Ernest Amano, the director of the powerful Zaibatsu, the Amano Group. But aside from that, I also owe him a great debt of gratitude. His only son, Lance, has been kidnapped. I know that Lance is already in his 20s, but I guess some things you never grow out of. Can't sit around waiting for someone to come help me. I must escape somehow. What?
Ha ha ha. Was that you making that funny sound?
Is it Gumshoe? Who's there? And how dare you laugh at a gentleman's plight? Oh. Who's this? Okay. Who are you? Are you one of the kidnappers?
Kidnapper? Me? No way! I'm not into such petty crimes. Nope, I'm after something much, much bigger.
Must be worn out from today's ordeal. Focus, Miles. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. Sorry about that.
Ahem. Even in the depths of night, when no other bird dares to take flight, one alone soars to shine the light of righteousness on the world's blight, and that one is me, for I am the great thief, Yatagarasu.
Great thief? Did she really just claim to be the Yatagarasu?
Oh, but my real name is Kay Faraday. You can call me Kay, Kay? Good? Glad that's settled.
Not quite. I have a mountain of questions for you. But first, if you would be so kind as to remove these ropes.
I wonder, should I remove them? I was actually having a lot of fun watching you make those silly faces. Hey, there's no need to get all mad and icy glary on me, you know? This rope goes through here, and there you go.
What a relief. I owe you my thanks.
Ah, it's okay. You can pay me back in full later.
Now then, what question should I start with? Unfortunately, I can already tell nothing is going to be easy with this cheeky girl. You call yourself a great thief, yet are you really a thief at all?
You doubt me? I get it. You think that a young lady like me couldn't possibly be such a big-time thief, right?
That's not the part I have a tough time believing.
I am the real, genuine Yatagarasu, you know? Yep, I am a pure-blooded great thief. It's a little something I inherited from my predecessor.
In that case, you wouldn't mind if I arrested you then, right?
What? Of course I'd mind. I haven't stolen anything yet. Seriously, I don't know how you can say such a horrible thing to your savior.
That's true. Technically, she hasn't stolen anything in front of me yet. When you say you're the Yatagarasu, do you mean you are the Yatagarasu?
Yep. The most righteous of the righteous. The legendary great thief. But I inherited the title only recently. So I haven't had a chance to steal anything yet as the second Yatagarasu.
I'm not aware that thieves could pass down their titles like that.
But don't worry, I've got some big plans in the works.
Big plans, eh? They won't happen to lead to a big arrest, would they?
I knew it. There's just no reasoning with the prosecutor.
I'm not the problem here.
I'll have you know that the Yatagarasu has no interest in stealing petty trinkets.
There's one thing and only one thing I want to steal. Only one thing. And what would that be?
But that's going to have to wait until we find our way out of here.
Well, at least there's one thing we agree on. I'm sure I'll have plenty of time later to learn more about you.
So, you never told me what your name is, Mr. Prosecutor.
Ah, I guess not. I'm Mars Edgeworth.
Aha! Now I remember.
How can you remember something I just told you? She sure is cheery.
Alright then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's get out of here.
It would seem that we are locked in from the other side.
What? No way! I don't hear you! La 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 la.
Okay, you do remember where you came in from, right? Looks like that might be our only way out of this room.
Whoops, slight miscalculation. That's a good height to make an entrance from, but I can't jump that high to make an exit.
I suppose we have no choice but to look around and see if we can't find another way out. Okay. You have to investigate our escape.
Hey, don't you think getting out of here is more important right now? You can ask me about that later.
I suppose she's right. Okay.
Gatewater Land. Okay. I saw Gatewater and I thought it was a hotel, but... I mean, it looks like there is a hotel, but... It's also like a... big theme park. Alright.
Okay. Let's look for a way out of here. What is this?
Looks like Bad Badger, and it's looking as bad as ever.
Looks like a costume head to me.
I guess the Bad Badger's costume is, at the very least, a two-piece, huh?
The real question is, why is only the head sitting out here on the floor? Isn't this my phone? Looks like it made it through the ordeal intact.
Only there was a way for us to contact someone on the outside.
Ah, but we do have a way. Right here.
They take the batteries out? Ah, there was a cell phone here this whole time.
If I'm right, Detective Gumshoe should have contacted the precinct for backup by now.
Miss Edwards, sir, are you okay? I was too worried, sir.
I'm fine. I was knocked unconscious for a spell by the kidnapper, that's all.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm such a failure.
If only I had lost sight of you. Detective, we don't have time for this. Have the police set up a perimeter right now.
You don't have to worry about that, sir. I already got the boys working on that. But in doing that, I sorta...
What's wrong, Detective? Sorry to butt in, but I'm afraid you're going to have to make do with me. Who is this? Shi Long Lang of Interpol.
Okay. I'm gonna resist doing a racist accent. For now.
A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Edgeworth. I've heard a great deal about you. So why exactly is an Interpol agent like yourself involved in a domestic kidnapping case? Don't sweat the details. A crime's a crime whether it's on a local or a global scale. Besides, you're the one who's in a world of trouble. And why would you say that? Lang Zi says, the pack that runs together stays together. You catch my drift? You caused quite a ruckus by running blindly into a situation and then getting caught. You should have contacted the police from the very beginning. I'm sorry that this happened because of a lapse in judgment. However, I humbly request that you please help me out of here post-haste. Sorry, no can do. What? We're hunting the kidnapper now, and I haven't got any hands to spare. As I said, my pack moves as one. My pack moves as one. You're the one who wanted to go it alone, so good luck to you, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, and once we do catch the kidnapper, rest assured, we'll come find you, eventually. You. What's wrong? Did you get cut off? No, my phone ran out of power.
No way!
Doesn't matter anyway. We should try to get out of here through our own means.
Yeah, I have a name to live up to after all. If we put our heads together, we're sure to find a way out.
Alright, well, that was a bust.
They're holding a Blue Badger photo rally. You didn't know?
Plus, it's not just the Blue Badger, it's his whole family too.
If you manage to snap a shot of every member of the family, you get a really posh prize.
Well, there's a costume head sitting over there. Why not start with a picture of that?
You can't do that! That's cheating! There's only one of each badger in the park, so we have to work for it.
Speaking of badgers, there was one sitting against a wall in the haunted house.
Seriously? Somehow I don't think that one counts, Mr. Edgeworth. We have to take pictures of the costumed ones walking around the park.
So those are the rules of this game. How quaint.
Hey, there's something inside the bottom right box. Oh, I think it's a pink badger costume.
Pink Badger.
You don't keep up with what's going on in the world, do you? In that case, you better study up on the whole badger clan with this.
What is this thing?
Think of it as a bible of all the things you'll ever need to know about the clan.
Whatever. I suppose I can keep it as a reference guide or something. Proto Badger, Blue Badger, Pink Badger, Bad Badger. Okay. I suppose this means that this is where they keep all the costumes.
It certainly looks that way. It's like the Badger family's home.
There are 8 boxes, but 7 of them are empty. Which means that 7 of the costumes are in use right now. But aren't these badgers the mascots of the police force?
Well, I heard that the police had a hand in sponsoring this theme park. Probably because the Great Water Group owes the police from all those cases they solved.
They have all the power of the state and they use it to make theme park.
It's not just any theme park. They have a handcuff-shaped double-looping roller coaster.
That's quite enough. I'm feeling woozy from just the thought of such a thing. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I suppose this is the Pink Badger. But since it has the same design, doesn't it seem forced to call this one a female?
You think so? I mean, just look at how long her eyelashes are.
That's the only difference.
And the fact that she's pink.
Yes, and
her lips are red. See? Lipstick.
what? She has nothing to say about the giant pink ribbon, or is that too obvious?
This is that Blue Badger I met at the main gate. Excuse me, but his name is Proto Badger, not Blue Badger. He's based off of the very first design created by the local police chief. You know, when you compare the two, the Blue Badger looks a bit cuter.
I suppose as he continued to redesign him, the chief managed to make him cuter and cuter. Even humanity has come a long way when you think about how much we've evolved.
Are we comparing the Blue Badgers to humans now?
Just an observation. So, this is the Blue Badger's rival, the Bad Badger, eh? Do you feel some sort of reverence towards this badger, Kay?
Ha! I can't believe you would be so stereotypical when it comes to thieves. Surely you must also think there are much cooler and cuter ones out there, right? That's it. I've decided that thieves and thievery need an image makeover.
Good luck with that one.
Look, it's the Blue Badger.
I suppose even this thing can be popular with women.
My nemesis.
What in the... Why is she beating it up?
He's got the word badge right in his name. That's nothing but bad news for someone like me. That's nothing but bad news for someone like me. And to think he's out there wandering around this park. I better be careful or he's going to arrest me by the power of his name alone.
I somehow doubt that the Blue Badger has the power to arrest anyone.
What about the other mascots with badge in their names?
I don't understand that one. What have we here?
Ah!
Why do I feel a laser-like stare aimed right at me? Did you want to take a look?
Well, don't mind if I do. Oh, I see. Yes, this is definitely a key. I'm sure it's a key to something.
The something is what is relevant to my interest. There's nothing unusual about this area. Alright. That's it then.
Man, why do they have to put the window so high up anyway? How is a thief supposed to make her dang escape?
I suppose we could make our way out if we were able to climb on top of these lockers.
Haha, that's pretty clever. You'd make a good thief yet, Mr. Edgeworth.
Please don't ever place my name and the word thief in the same sentence again.
Let's see. I wonder if I can jump and grab the top of the locker here. Here. Man, why do they have to make such ginormous lockers anyway?
Even if we want to use these lockers, we need some sort of foothold.
Maybe we can use this paint to help us escape.
What exactly do you have in mind?
Well, we could paint help in really giant letters.
And who, pray tell, would see these giant letters? We're inside a building.
Okay, then how about we light the paint on fire and send out colored smoke signals? Anyone who saw it would think some crazy arsonist was about and call the cops. Actually, that may not be great for me, seeing as I'm a thief and all.
Let's try to find something other than this paint to use, shall we? Do you know where the person who kidnapped me went?
Well, after they locked you up in here, sounded like they went into the next room and started talking to someone.
I feel like I heard something as well, but it's all a haze in my mind. However, I do recall that the kidnapper was talking with someone. It was just a guess before, but I guess I really am dealing with two kidnappers here.
After that, they left. It almost seemed as if they were done with it.
I suppose that is the case, as my kidnapping seems like an afterthought to the $1 million. Well, if they went into the next room, let's see what we can find out through the slot. Through the slot.
Hey, they... okay. Ooh, we can peer into the room the kidnappers were in from there.
I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. There's a door on the opposite side that appears to be the same as this one, which would mean that I can probably assume that these two rooms are very similar in structure. I believe I may have just found our ticket out. There's a beam in the next room identical to the one in this room. There's even a hook on it to hold a propped-up floor panel in place. Which reminds me,
did you find something useful, Mr. Edgeworth?
Perhaps. I may have found a very handy hint to how we'll get out of it.
Is that what I think it is? Looks like the kidnappers had an escape tunnel prepared just in case. That's awesome. They're like a bunch of great thieves themselves.
No, they're not, because I highly doubt they made the tunnel themselves. The floor panel was removed and propped up against the beam in a very specific way. I think this building was originally built with the basement or underground area. It's a very good guess. Alright, that's it then. This is the beam I was tied to.
What's up?
I was pondering if perhaps we can make it over to and out the window if you climb this.
Good thinking. And if it's climbing action you need, just leave it to me.
Thanks. This little hook looks like it might make for a good foothold. Up you go, Kay, and good luck.
Count on it. The great thief Yatagarasu spreads her mighty wings and takes to the skies. Here I go!
As I thought, this beam was definitely not made for climbing.
What do you mean, as I thought? I'm not your guinea pig, you know.
Oops. Alright.
See what we can piece together here.
Okay. So the key isn't for the lockers. There we go. This hook on this beam. You know, I already tried, and there's no way I can jump from this hook to the window. Come on, even you have to admit when something's just not possible. Huh, I wasn't about to suggest that again. Rather, that it's here for a different purpose.
Really? Like what?
As you saw in the adjacent room, it's clearly for keeping a floor panel propped up. Which means that there should be a panel in this room that we can open as well.
Oh, I get it.
We didn't notice its existence all this time because it was being hidden by this top.
Alright then, let's fold this thing up and see what's underneath. Now this is what I call a treasure. Wow, this must be another entrance to the secret hidden basement. I totally smell treasure.
The scent I wish to smell is the sweet fragrance of freedom.
Then what are you waiting for? Hurry up and open the hatch.
Alright. This thing is locked down tight.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
If only we had a key on us or something. I believe you're up, Kay.
Huh? Why me?
Because we need to use the tiny key that you have taken quite a liking to.
Oh, gotcha. Just leave it to me. I love the tense feeling of these moments when you're about to uncover something big.
I believe the feeling of freedom would be much more satisfying right about now.
Alright, I got the secret door open. And now...
Yeah. Ah, wait!
What? Ah!
Are you alright? Kay? I'm fine. The ladder just slipped is all. Thank goodness she's alright. I about had a coronary. There's a lot of really large machinery down here. What about an exit?
It's really dark and cramped down there, so I really doubt there's an exit.
Can't believe that happened. You have only yourself to blame for leaping before you looked, you know.
No way. I mean, how was I supposed to know that the ladder is removable?
Oh.
Oh.
Removable, you say? I figured out how we'll escape this prison, Kay.
Oh? So how are we going to bust out?
Seems that your reckless actions were of use after all.
Are you actually praising me?
More of a thank you for giving me an idea regarding this ladder.
The underground ladder? What about it?
This ladder isn't just for those who wish to go down.
Oh, I see. If we use this...
Yes, I believe it's long enough to reach the top of those lockers.
Well, then, what are we waiting for?
Alright.
Alright. Now we can get out of here.
Yes. Spent entirely too much time in here. Kidnappers who held me hostage and a mysterious Interpol agent. This case is only getting us started, and I'll be the one to bring it to a resounding end. Ooh. March 13th, 12:11 p.m. Wild Wild West area. Looks like it stopped raining for now.
Yeah, and thank goodness. You have no idea how hard it was raining earlier.
Miss Edgeworth!
I'm so glad to see you managed to escape, sir. I was so stressed that I thought my heart was gonna give out.
That of Gumshoe. May I ask what in the world that is?
Well, that's,
What? Okay, what? Sure. Count off! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9, 9. Chief out! All 99 members are here accounted for, sir. Whoa. Ha! What the heck do you think you're doing counting my cubs off like that? Every person is a valuable human being, you get me? And everyone has a name that their parents gave to them. No one is a 2 or a 3. Everyone, regardless of age or rank, is number 1, got it? Chifu! 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 You are Agent Lang, I take it? You infidel! How dare you address our Shifu so rudely? Lang Zi says, a cub who disrespects others soon feels the disciplinary bite of an elder. So don't you ever forget to show the proper respect towards another person. Sheena? This isn't much, but please accept my card. Oh, thank you. Please accept mine in return. You all see that just now? That is the proper way for 2 people to show their respect. Keep that in mind and you'll get far in life, got it? Ah, that's right. Francesca did warn me. Something about an elite Interpol agent from the Republic of Zhangfa. Apparently this man has the highest successful arrest rate in the organization. Agent Lang, why exactly is an Interpol agent involved with this clearly domestic case? That's none of your business, Mr. Prosecutor. How is it not? I've heard a rumor or two about you. You solved a murder that occurred during your flight home recently, right? Ha! But you sure took a while just to arrest one little flight attendant. How pathetic. How dare you say that about Mr. Edgeworth? Are you saying you could have solved it faster, pal? The comedic relief jumps to the aid of his master. How cliche. Look, what I'm getting at is that if I had been there, no one would have died. I would have solved the entire case and Agent Hicks would still be with us here today. Agent Lang knew yesterday's victim, Agent Ackby Hicks. Hicks was like a brother to me, so now I'm out to take my revenge. Agent Hicks was investigating a smuggling ring with Francesca and a third person. This must be the man she was talking about. In that case, you should understand how I feel as the kidnapped is someone I know. So I ask that you please allow me to participate in the investigation. This isn't your neatly trimmed courtroom of Eden, you know. You're out in the wilderness now, Mr. Prosecutor, and way out of your league. No hard feelings, but why don't you go back onto your courtroom now, pretty boy? You dare to mock the court? I do, and I don't need the help of a filthy prosecutor. Sorry, but the truth doesn't need the likes of you to distort it today. Who uses the adjective filthy to describe a prosecutor? Why? Why do I feel such intense loathing emanating from him? Alright, men. Good job on the perimeter around Gaywater Land. Now just find me the kidnapper and bring the punk to me. Dismissed! Sir! Now then, Mr. Prosecutor, you just sit tight here and don't cause any trouble, understand? Wait! Mr. Edgeworth? It's been a while since I last met someone so disagreeable. Why of all places did he show up here? And completely out of the blue at that? I suppose I'll have to ask Detective Gumshoe to fill me in on that. I highly doubt I'll find a clue in here, but I might as well check just to be sure. This barrel sure is heavy. You there? Do you know what's inside of this thing? It's the emergency water supply for putting out fires. I see. Well, they certainly are well prepared. I don't care about the barrel, I want to examine the cat. Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here.
Sorry, I can't let anyone through. Agent Lang's orders.
I suppose we'll have to deal with this impasse for now. This horizontal bar is used for tying up horses. Apparently, you can ride real horses at the cowboy's ranch area just up ahead. Is it possible that the culprits have already escaped with the help of a stolen horse or two? Under Agent Lang's orders, we already rounded up all the horses, and every last one has been accounted for. Agent Lang is good, although I won't go so far as to say I'm impressed just yet. It's an old-fashioned rocking chair, the kind that makes you feel instantly at ease. There's something written here, a soothing 10-minute sitting for only $100. I see. Reverse psychology. Make it so expensive that no one would dare sit on it.
Man, I can't come and do any stealing at all with that detective around.
I suppose it's not easy when there's this many members of law enforcement in the vicinity.
It's alright. It's not like I'm in a hurry to steal just any old thing.
Which is it? You plan to steal something or not? Quite the mystery, this one. Maybe I should talk with her a bit more.
So, what are you going to do about your investigation to the kidnapping?
Good question. Since Agent Lang holds the authority to investigate this case now, this makes things a bit more complicated.
Oh, come on, you can't let that stop you. I'll even lend you a hand, so let's go.
But you're a self-reported great thief, are you not? I don't believe I can let someone of unlawful nature participate in an investigation.
You don't like to listen, do you? I'm not just any old great thief. I'm the Yatagarasu. And as I said earlier, the Yatagarasu is after one and only one thing.
What is this one and only thing you're after?
The Yatagarasu is only interested in one thing. And that is the truth.
What? I see. It was 7 years ago. There was a vigilante who threw the business world into a panic. Labeled mysterious and phantom-like, the Yatagarasu appeared and vanished at will. Though we still don't know much about this thief's ultimate goal, we do know the target. Yatagarasu liked to find and publicly disclose evidence of corrupt dealings of all sorts. Once the target was chosen, no dramatic calling card or announcement was sent forth. Instead, the chosen corporation was infiltrated without even the target noticing. Some days later, the evidence that was found was sent out to the mass media, along with a card with the mark of a three-legged raven. Looking back, I suppose you could call what the Yatagarasu was stealing the truth. Could this child really be the successor to the original Yatagarasu? But that can't be. Can it?
Sure, why not? If I had one of these, I could be a prosecutor too, right?
Don't even think of stealing this from me.
If it's that important to you, then why don't you wear it on your lapel?
Why should I have to label myself as a prosecutor everywhere I go? Why does everyone ask that question of me? That's what I'd like to know. What do you think about this? If you're going to steal anything, at least keep your hands off of my lines. Alright. I'll return it to you. Here you go. Tell me for some information in return, but my line will do for now.
It's a book of information about my arch enemy, the Blue Badger. But I won't lose to the likes of him. You just wait and see. I'm going to write a tome of thievery. How's that, Mr. Edgeworth?
The information that winds up on your wanted poster will suffice in this competition. Great job, Detective.
Sir!
For losing sight of me and the kidnapper, and allowing my investigation to be hijacked. Sir! I look forward to your next month's salary assessment.
But the case isn't lost yet, sir. I'm gonna show you just how much of a man Dick Gumshoe can be.
Shall I prepare the 21 gun salute now or later? Detective, are you sure it was the precinct you called for backup?
Of course, sir. I think I would know the number to my own precinct like the back of my hand.
And why did an Interpol agent show up instead with an army of his own agents?
That I have no idea. About 5 minutes after I made the call, that wolfman showed up out of nowhere, sir.
Agent Lang definitely has an agenda. So the question is, what is he after?
Mr. Edgeworth, I was wondering if I may ask about one thing, sir.
Yes, what is it?
Who is that? The girl over there, I mean? I'm Miss Edgeworth's assistant, Kay Faraday. What?
Funny, I don't recall making you my assistant.
Yeah, I'm Mr. Edgeworth's assistant. Me! It's been like that since forever.
Sorry, but I just stole your supporting role.
How can you say something so serious with that giant grin on your face, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, we got a thief on our hands, sir. She stole my role, sir. I'm taking her in, getting her convicted, and making sure she serves out her sentence.
Oh, come on, it'll be fun. Like musical chairs. You'd better stay fast on your feet.
No way. I will not lose the spotlight to you, little girl.
What? Oh. Lance! Lance! Where are you, son? Oh. Oh. Too late to change the accent now. Mr. Romano! Oh, Miles, my boy! I'm sorry to involve you in such an affair just after your return. For you, Mr. Romano, I gladly offer my assistance. After all, I have you to thank for how well things turned out during my time abroad. If it wasn't for you, I might have been introduced to that law office and had the chance to study the inner workings of another country's judicial system. No! Think nothing of it. As you know, Manfred and I go way back. I consider a beloved disciple of his to be like one of my own blood. If you ever want to go overseas again, you need only to ask. I can use my company's vast network to send you anywhere at any time.
So who's the old man?
He is the father of the currently kidnapped Ernest Samano. Now then, have you found Lance yet, Miles? Please, I miss my poor boy dearly. I'm terribly sorry, but your son's whereabouts remain unknown, Mr. Romano.
Hold on, eh? What happened to all that money?
I believe the $1 million has been stolen, and that the culprits are now on the run.
What?
Poor old man.
Don't you have anything you could give him to cheer him up, Miss Edgeworth?
Forgive me, Mr. Romano. There we go.
Oh, that looks to be something with quite a bit of value. But then all things have some value attached to them. Only by probing deep into the unknown can we become true winners in this world, Miles.
Thanks, but knowledge isn't what's going to make me a winner here. It's information.
Seeing that badge reminds me of Manfred. Now he was one fine prosecutor, the best of the best.
Yes, I can't disagree with you there.
I sense that you don't really want to talk about him.
How I feel about him, it's hard for me to be truthful about that with another person.
You're a hard countenance. I don't know what you're thinking or feeling. Mark my words, I think you are Manfred's true successor. I really do.
Thanks. I was wondering if you could please tell me the details of the kidnapping one more time?
Oh, it was yesterday. A call came to the house. From the receiver came the sound of my son. Help me, Daddy. Sniff.
I know this is tough, but please stay with me here, Mr. Romano.
You don't understand. He hasn't called me Daddy in ages. It was incredibly moving. I wish I had recorded him saying that.
Definitely should have recorded that conversation. But not for the foolish sentimentalities of an old man. Refresh my memory. What kind of person is Lance again?
I will tell you about Lance to help me get him back.
Surprisingly, a lot can be deduced from a person's relationships and behavior.
Very well then. Lance is my one and only son, and he turned 21 this year. He's very much like me when I was his age. Kind and very attractive. I'm sure women simply can't keep their hands off of him.
Is there anything else about him you notice of late?
Now that you mention it, I haven't been able to get in contact with our butler, Oliver.
Your butler?
Yeah, his name is Oliver Deacon. He's been with our family for years now. He gets along so well with Lance, I thought maybe he would know where my son is.
Alright. Where is he now? Mr. Romano, could you please tell me a little more about your butler, Mr. Deacon?
As a butler, he's outstanding. He even serves as Lance's personal private tutor. He took a brief leave recently, but even after it was over, I haven't been able to reach him.
So you still haven't spoken with him since his leave? What about his family and friends? They said they hadn't seen him. I've tried everything I could think of, Miles. Do you think this could have something to do with Lance's kidnapping? It's possible, but I can't say anything for sure quite yet. So even the person closest to the victim has gone missing. Oliver Deacon. Sounds like one name I'd better keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe? Yes, sir. Let's begin our investigation. Even if that Interpol agent holds the authority to head this investigation, we can't allow ourselves to stand idly by twiddling our thumbs. I'm with you 100%, Mr. Edgeworth, sir. I, Dick Gumshoe, pledge to stick by your side through thick and thin. Mr. Romano, it is my fault that the culprits escaped, which is why, with your blessing, I vow to return Lance to you myself. Oh, I have never seen you so passionate before, Miles. Good luck to you, my boy. Oh, right. Well, what are you waiting for? Let's do some investigating. If you think I'm losing to you, pal, forget it. Should be fun. So what should we examine first? Thanks to Agent Lang, we can't leave this area. But the culprits were here until only very recently. Which means we may be able to find some clues that will tell us how they escaped. Okay, let's get looking. Hey, you there. Who, me? What are you doing goofing off in a place like this? I was going to give you off. I was about to help Mr. Edgeworth kick off his investigation. You imbecile! All preaching detectives are now under Agent Lang's direct command. No way! I am not working for Wolf Boy. Mr. Edgeworth, can you do something? No, I'm not exactly in a position to argue, seeing as how you are a member of the police. Good, now let's go. No! Boy, have I got just a job for some of your talents. Well, that was exciting. Okay, what? Can't you tell me already to get down to some detective work? You should go home. Your parents must be worried about you. Oh, come on. I finally get to be your assistant and you try to ditch me. I don't recall offering you the position. Why do you have to be so difficult? Besides, it's already too late, you know. Like I said, I've already stolen the position of assistant a while back. Huh, you're the only one asserting that. Well, by the time anyone notices, it's already gone. That's the Yatagarasu way. You shouldn't speak so lightly of things you know nothing about. Fine, whatever, you win. Go ahead and do your little investigation. But the talented assistant K is going to tag along no matter what you say. Even if she turns out to be useless, she's not going to listen to me. I might as well surrender and let her come along for the ride. Why not? Ah, I've got you now, you vile criminals. I think the kidnappers would have better sense than to try hiding in these. Oh, come on, lighten up, will you? It's only joking. I don't really think that the criminals would be hiding in here, right in front of two officers. I certainly hope not. Hey, there's a bunch of footprints in the mud over here. I remember hearing rainfall out here while I was being held in there. Yep, it was just a passing rain. That's why the ground is already pretty much dried up. I should be thankful. It left us with some nice footprint samples. You know what? I bet if we followed them, we can find out where the kidnappers went. Plus, we'd be able to spot them because of their muddy shoes. I don't think it will be that easy. Why not? Look carefully. There are quite a few different sets here. And we don't know which ones belong to the kidnappers. Oh, that's true. We don't know what kind of shoes they were wearing. Excuse me, but if you could just let me through here. Sorry, I can't let you through. Agent Lang's orders. I suppose I'll have to deal with this impasse for now. Hey, Mr. Edgeworth, isn't this one of those things you tie horses to? Yes, although the horses are in another location at the moment. Oh, and here I was hoping I would get to ride one. You know how to ride a horse? Nope, never rode one in my life. But I have an Asian friend who was born in the year of the horse. Non sequitur is the only way to describe your logic.
There's a blurb about the cactus here. This cactus is a very gracious gift to Gatewater Land from the local police precinct. I believe the police went so far as to even donate a cactus to this place. So, is the police department running a cactus farm on the side? Haha, just kidding. They wouldn't do something so silly. Actually, I have the vague impression I've seen a cactus farm at the precinct before. Oh. Which one was it? It was Jake? Jake Marshall? Yeah. If these were real, I wonder what you put in them. Water would be obvious. Water would be the obvious answer. But if you store water in a barrel under the blazing hot sun, wouldn't it go bad? People of that period probably didn't care about how it tasted. Sorry, but I can't let you get away with that. With making fun of our forefathers. I mean, maybe they really like this strange taste. Look who's making fun of them now. Horses are painted on this garage door to complete the Wild West theme. They look so lifelike, don't you think? Are you thinking of wrangling, or rather stealing them? If you can coax them out of there, sure. Come on, I know you can sweet talk them out. I could be holding a cube of sugar in my hand and they wouldn't budge, Kay. Hey, it's the Blue Badger! What are you doing? Badger, get! I really don't understand why she is so excited over this badger hunt. Oh, speaking of badgers, there is a person inside of there. Mr. Badger, I wonder if you might share with me what you saw. He's doing that contorted wriggling dance again. Aha! Oh my god. Oh my god. Out of all people. Okay, well. I knew this was coming, but I didn't know when. Alright, hold on. You know what time it is. I'll be back. Alright. Hello again, everyone. Check this out. Still got this thing. Wonder if it still works. Hold on. I think there might be dust in there or something.
Okay. Just get it. Stop crackling. Stop that. Why is it crackling so much? What is happening? I don't know what's happening. Okay, let me just answer a question I saw in the chat. Yes, I pretty much now played all Ace Attorney games. I played Ace Attorney 1, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, Justice for All, Trials and Tribulations, Apollo Justice, Dual Destinies, Spirit of Justice, The Great Ace Attorney Adventures, Great Ace Attorney Adventures 2, and now I'm planning on playing and completing both Ace Attorney Investigations 1 and 2. So, yeah. Besides Ace Attorney versus Professor Layton or whatever, pretty much played all Ace Attorney games. So, yeah, there you go. There's the answer to that. Are you calmed down yet? Are you still making cracking noise? Okay, calm down. It's okay. It's alright. You're safe now. Okay. I don't even know if he has a megaphone with him, but just in case. Alright. Now, his voice was like, basically Patrick Star, right? So... Shh! Okay.
You've recovered my undercover identity, sir! I was trying to under that head, sir!
Aren't you Officer Meekins?
Sir! Mike Meekins reporting for duty, sir!
This man was a witness in one of the cases I had 2 years ago. But the only thing I remember about this officer is that he often spoke and acted before he thought, which gave me a great deal of headaches. Is he a friend of yours, Miss Edgeworth? I met him in the courtroom once before. What? Hey! Okay, I have to silence you. Why was he so upset when we unmasked him? Does he have something to hide? He's always like this. Officer Meekins, why are you standing here wasting time?
Sir, because I'm not a police officer right now, sir. I'm the Blue Badger. And I'm creating memories and dreams for the kids. That's never a waste of time, sir. I have a dream to become as big as Detective Gumshoe, sir. I was patrolling the scorchingly boring beat until a little while ago, when the dispatch radio on my shoulder crackled that the kidnappers had escaped, sir. I thought maybe this was my shot at making detectives, sir. I rushed on over to join in, but when I got here, there was a sea of people already, and I couldn't spread my trademark friendliness and joy onto anyone.
It would seem that some people never change. Okay. Doesn't look like he has the megaphone with him, so we'll have to call that off for now. Alright. There we go. So why exactly are you in that ridiculous outfit?
Sir! That's because... Sir! I'm here to keep the visitors in good spirits, sir. But it's also to hide the fact that I'm an officer on the trail of a kidnapper, sir!
I see. Agent Lang is very wise to employ this sort of diversionary tactics.
To be handed the role of the Blue Badger out of all the different disguises, sir. It's such an honor!
How long have you been standing here, officer?
Sir! For about 1 little hour, sir.
That's around the time I woke up from being knocked unconscious.
And I've been here ever since, sir.
That's true, then it's possible Officer Meekins saw the kidnappers escaping.
However, sir, I must tell you I didn't see a thing, sir.
I haven't asked you anything yet, officer.
No. I know you will, sir.
He's hiding something from me. Officer Meekins, I insist that you tell me more about your recent movements. Are we gonna have to cross-examine Meekins?
Sir, I've been playing the Blue Badger this whole time, sir, and getting into it too. I patrolled the park all while wearing this costume. And about 1 hour ago, I came over here, sir. I haven't seen any suspicious-looking people this whole time, sir. But I did see a badger, sir! A lone Blue Badger!
What you said just now was contradictory to the facts. How's Sam, Miss Edgeworth? This is what Officer Meekins' testimony contradicts.
Take that!
Your testimony contradicts this piece of evidence.
I'm just a little patrolman, so I don't understand what you're talking about, sir.
I can't say I get it either. This isn't what I was looking for. Oh, what? I'm sorry, officer, but could you please repeat what you just said one more time?
Of course, sir. I'd be honored to repeat myself as many times as needed, sir. For almost a whole little hour, I didn't see any suspicious-looking people around, sir. But I did see a badger, sir. A lone blue badger.
As I thought, what you just said now is contradictory to the facts. Okay, so what exactly is so contradictory, Mr. Edgeworth? This is what Officer Meekins' testimony contradicts.
Take that!
What?
Take that!
What? Okay. Hold on, let's see where... Okay. Let's let him cook first, and then we'll see how that makes sense. Officer Meekins, let's back things up. I'd like to ask you about your last statement.
Sir, of course, sir. If that's your wish, Mr. Prosecutor. This little patrolman will wait as long as I am commanded to wait!
You said that you saw a blue badger, correct? And yet, if you take a look at this, what you saw was not supposed to happen. This park is supposed to have only one of each badger in it at any given time. Fine. Which means that as long as you are the blue badger, Officer Meekins, you should not have seen another blue badger wandering their premises.
What, sir?
Then that would mean that there are two blue badgers walking around. But why? Okay, so he wasn't mistaken. He did see another blue badger. And that's the contradiction. Okay. I thought he mistook the, like, maybe he mistook the proto badger for the blue badger or something. That's what I thought, but no, he did see another blue badger. Ugh, okay. Oh.
Sir, it's so incredibly shiny, but has a really ugly shape. I knew it. I was right to go for the much more manly police badge, sir. But I lose it a lot, and I just know I'm gonna lose it for real one of these days, sir.
Miss Edgeworth, I think this cop is one donut short of a baker's dozen. I know, believe me, I know.
Sir, I'm undercover as a blue badger now, sir. I must pretend to not know anything about anything, sir.
I mustn't respond to that. It would be like shooting fish in a barrel. Yeah, we'll leave that. We'll leave it at that. It's a set of tire tracks originating from the garage. Aha, so that means a car left from the garage at some time, right? Correct, but for the car to leave these tracks, it would mean that it left during the passing rain. That's the only explanation as to why these tracks are made of mud. 3 treads. I think we can also safely assume it's a special type of car. A 3-wheeled car. Is that it? Is it time to connect the dots? Okay. A second blue badger that shouldn't exist. Clearly, the true identity of the person underneath is... Oh, I know. It's one of the kidnappers, right? The person wore a costume to get away. Precisely. After all, the costumes that went missing from the storage area are... A blue badger, a proto-badger, and a bad badger. Yes, those 3. So there are 3 phony badgers running around in the park somewhere, huh? So maybe they were on 3 bikes. Now that we know that the kidnappers were wearing badger costumes, those footprints from earlier take on a new and very significant meaning. Oh, you mean now we know which tracks belong to the kidnappers, right? Yes, more than shoe prints, we need to follow the paw prints of badgers. Okay, Miss Edgeworth, it's time to use those footprints and go badger hunting. So we're looking for footprints made by a costume. Hey, I think I found them. There are 2 sets here. They both do look like possible candidates. This set is walking off to the west. It just stops. I can't make heads or tails of where it's headed from here. I think we can assume it's headed towards the stadium. I wonder where the other set leads. This one seems to be headed east. Huh? Quick, Miss Edgeworth! I've got him! I got one of the culprits!
No! I'm not a kidnapper, sir!
Down, Kay. Clearly, those footprints belong to Officer Meekins. But our criminals were each wearing a costume. Aha, maybe they came over to this garage for something? That's what I would suppose. Officer Meekins, if you could step aside for a moment. We need to examine the garage.
Sir! Roger Wilco, sir!
Who? Let's open the shutter and see what we find. Maybe we'll find the kidnappers hiding inside. Ah! Oh.
What in the...
We seem to have stumbled across a dead body. She must be in severe shock to have been the first to find it. Now then, who is this man?
It's Oliver!
It's Oliver! Mr. Amano, are you saying that this man is... Yes, he's my butler. How could something like this have happened? Indeed, and why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with? I better investigate this crime scene quickly, before Agent Lang or his men return. The kidnapper's footprints lead right to this garage, and right to a dead body. Is it possible one of the kidnappers is now a murder victim? From my cursory examination, I believe this man died of a fatal bullet wound. Sure, I'll calm for someone who just found a body. Surprising what one can become accustomed to in the span of 2 days. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Ah. So he was the pink badger, huh? Interesting. This is an unusually shaped pendant. What is it? Is it something valuable? She seems to have regained some of her composure. Looks like a horse pendant. It's got an antique feel about it and it's really pretty. Hold on, this is made of platinum silver. Nice. It is worth something after all. Ooh, and look, there's something written on the back. Colin Devoret. It's a name. Colin Devoret. This man's name is... As long as that Interpol agent has control of this case, I'm not going to be able to have a real autopsy done on the victim. I'm no doctor, but let's see what I can piece together myself. There are 2 gunshot wounds, one in his abdomen and one in his shoulder. So that means he was shot twice. No, I don't think so. I think the abdominal one is an entry wound and the one near his shoulder is the exit wound. Ugh. Like that. Jeez. Nice! I knew you could figure it out. It comes with experience, and I've seen my share of crime scenes. Speaking of experience, this crime scene seems a bit too clean for a murder where the bullet went clean through. I should make a note of this oddity. Maybe he was shot during the kidnapping and then he bled out and died here? Or... okay. Is that it? Do we find everything? Okay, what are we supposed to deduce here? Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? The evidence alone solves this whole case.
Really? You think so? Because to be honest, I don't really see how it solves anything.
You must be confused jumping from a kidnapping to a murder.
Yeah, that's it.
Ugh, can't believe I made such a large blunder. That even this little girl could point it out. I don't know, okay. What is the relevance here? Mr. Amano, this body. Yeah, that's my butler, Oliver. How could something like this have happened? Indeed, and why was Mr. Deacon here to begin with?
Yes?
It appears that this case has taken a turn for the unexpected.
I'll say.
I was shocked to open that shutter and find a dead body inside. I suppose most people would be, since the average person rarely runs across a corpse.
Wait, you just compared me to a normal person, didn't you?
I'll have you know that I'm... Sorry, I suppose I should have recognized that you're a thief, correct?
No, I am a great thief. And a great thief is not surprised by anything. Got it?
Apparently with great thievery comes great loss of short-term memory. What do you think about this? If you're going to steal anything, at least keep your hands off my lines. Alright, I'll return it to you. Here you go. I was hoping for some information in return, but that line will do for now. Looks like there's another thief afoot. Only if we assume that this is not your handiwork.
Are you kidding? You know that the Blue Badger is the enemy number one to me. Can you imagine me ever being on good terms with that thing?
Actually, it's surprisingly easy. Okay, what do you think about the kidnapping?
Well, I don't know anything about the victim. So actually, I was hoping you could tell me.
Ah, that's right. I never did explain the situation to you. I got involved because of a phone call I received. It was from none other than the director of the Amano Group, Mr. Ernest Amano. His only son, Lance, has been kidnapped, and he wanted me to be the drop-off man. Little did I suspect that I would be abducted myself.
That's when I found you tied to a pole screaming, "Nugu!"
Can you please drop that already? Forrest loves better than every look at Granny.
Is there a connection with the horse pendant? Wild Wild West.
I don't...
Okay.
I'm not following here. I don't know what's going on. Oh! Oh, what? We only have one thing. Okay, victim is kidnapped. It's somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold. Hold on, is there a... Can we like activate a little helper thingy? No? Okay. Can we at least get a clue or a hint or something? Where to go from here? It's an unusual shaped pendant. Horse pendant. It's antique, really pretty, platinum silver. Colin Devour. Oh. Okay. It's an awkward way to do that, but sure. That was a little bit confusing. There we go. We got it though. Okay. There's something not right about the name on the pendant. Victim is the Amano family butler, and his name is Oliver Deacon. But the name on the pendant is Colin Devour. Devoray. Wonder what's up with that. I don't know, but I think we've hit upon an important piece of information. There we go. Cool. Lance... what? Who's this now? Oh, God.
Lance, where are you, sweetie?
Oh. Excuse me, but you are? Ba-dump. What? Huh? Oh, he's bad. He's really good looking. Stop it, Lauren. Can't let yourself fall for a playboy like him. You're in love with... Sounds like someone doesn't know the meaning of the phrase in a monologue, huh? Sorry to interrupt your conversation, but might you be a friend of Lon's? Yes, I'm Lance's girlfriend. My name is Lauren Pops. His girlfriend? Oh, it's not like that. We're more like friends. And, we're not lovers or anything. We haven't gotten that far yet. But I guess that's how people are gonna see it, so I should just accept it. I even got this ring as a present from Lance. Swoon. Haha, you know what she reminds me of? A cartoon character. May I inquire as to why you're here? I haven't been able to get in contact with Lance lately. And I began to get really worried. Sob. I looked everywhere for him, and then I heard about the kidnapping, so I came here. Oh, you're really strong for having made it through all this by yourself. Is it true? Has Lance really been kidnapped? No one is supposed to know, but yes, it's true. Oh, Lance. I can't believe you've been spirited away. I wonder how you're doing right now. Looks like she's going back to the fair maiden in love routine. It's like a fucking sitcom in here. So, Mr. Edgeworth, where do we go from here? Well, we found a body, so we should look into the murder. Uh-oh. My men brought me up to speed over the radio. And I have to say, you really should have called. I heard you found something really intriguing. I have nothing to hide, Agent Lang. It's exactly what you see before you. I'll take it from here. Yeah, that guy's really dead. Hey, you in for an invitation? Hurry up and detain the suspect now. Suspect? Who? Officer Meekins, is it? You're coming with us. What? Sir? I had nothing to do with it, sir! Agent Lang, don't you think you're being a bit rash? Do you even have a good reason to suspect Officer Meekins? Ha! I'll leave that kind of stuff to you, prosecutors. It's your job, after all. Like I said earlier, the crime scene isn't as forgiving as your precious courtroom. That's your answer. I know you love your logic and reasoning. That sort of impractical fluff is not needed out here in the field. All you have to do is arrest suspicious person after suspicious person. That's how you eliminate crime from the streets. That's also precisely how you unnecessarily arrested innocent people by mistake. Innocent people? Nonsense. There's no such thing as an innocent person. We've all got a blemish or two in our hearts. Alright. Sorry about that. Let's see, where were we? Here we go. That's tyranny. I won't allow such a thing to go on unchecked before my eyes. Ha! Too bad you don't call the shots around here. As I've sworn to uphold the laws of this land, I cannot allow you to take this man in. That you would arrest a man on false charges without even conducting an investigation. Have you no honor as a member of law enforcement? You, how dare you speak so disrespectfully to our Shifu? Hold it. You amuse me, Mr. Prosecutor. Lang Zi says every pack has its own rules. If you can play by their rules and come out on top, that is a true victory. Alright, I'll give your beloved laws a fair shake. I'll show you just how much investigating I've done. Through my line of logic. Alright. Edgeworth says, bring it on. I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carted off in my time. I can say he was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right? With your current gun law, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins. Isn't that right? That is your reasoning? You think that, what, you think all criminals walk around without guns? Come on. Call that logic? Solid as a rock. It's based on the philosophy of detainment. What's this philosophy of detainment? Ha! You don't know? In that case, pay attention, girlie. In my country, the criminals have a saying, beware of the wolf. Why the wolf? Because in my language, Lang means wolf, and you don't mess with me or my pack. And as for the detainment philosophy, its father is my honorable ancestor, Lang Zi. You think I'd have heard of him and his teachings if he is that famous. Lang Zi developed it as he worked to lock criminals away thousands of years ago. To this day, the Zhengfa police still trains its recruits using his philosophies. But thousands of years ago? That makes your story about as believable as a fairy tale. Anything wears down and breaks over time. Do you really believe something as ancient as that can be applied to today's world? You want to put it to a test? I've seen a lot of bodies like the one being carted off in my time.
Hold it!
So what can you tell me about the body? A lot. Even without an autopsy, I have my ways. They teach you the basics of forensics along with the detention philosophy. Oh, then you wouldn't mind telling me a little of what you figured out, correct? I can say it was shot in a single glance, but even you figured that much out, right?
Hold it!
Yes, I think anyone who saw the bullet wounds would come to the same conclusion. Ah, don't pat yourself down. Don't pat yourself on the back yet. What's that supposed to mean? Lang Zi says, search where the water is deepest. You have to keep your eyes on the big fish that lurks in the depths, which is the killer. Is that right? And what would you know about the killer? With your current gun laws, it's not exactly easy to get your hands on a gun.
Hold it!
It would appear you have studied a little of our laws. Studied? Who needs to study what every child on any street corner already knows? It's that Sheena. The Federal Firearms Restrictions Act. That's it, the Federal Firearms Restriction Act. It's not easy to get a gun these days. Interesting. That woman is the one in charge of keeping track of the information. Not unless you're a member of law enforcement like Officer Meekins, isn't that right?
Hold it!
If that's the case, there are plenty of other officers who might be potential suspects. You're not seriously going to arrest each and every one of them, are you? As if I would need to! I've already looked into everyone else here. Oh? Other than Officer Meekins, I know no one else's weapon has been fired. How do you check every single person's weapon in such a short span of time? That's because each and every one of my subordinates is extremely capable. Didn't take more than a few minutes to conduct the entire investigation. Power of sheer numbers. But you have yet to check Officer Meekins' weapon, correct? Thanks for reminding me. Hey you, show me your gun. Oh! What's wrong? Why does he look so sickly pale all of a sudden? Good. What'd you say? I can't hear you. Stop mumbling and spit it out already.
Sir? Sir? I lost my gun, sir!
How could you be so irresponsible? In the end, it looks like you're still the only suspect we've got. You're the one who waited here outside this garage to ambush and kill the victim.
So you think that Officer Meekins waited here to kill the victim, do you, Lang? I think this little accusation deserves a lot more scrutiny.
Officer Meekins ambushed the victim in this garage and killed him here with his gun.
Hold it!
You mean to tell me that the murder occurred here, in this garage?
From the fact that the suspect was found almost next to where the body was found, I'd say that it's pretty obvious that this is the crime scene. Lang Z says a criminal always returns to the scene of the crime. Hey, finally, a quote even I've heard of before. Furthermore, Lang Z says, successful investigations are the result of multiple returns to a crime scene.
It's like neither detectives nor criminals have changed their ways over the millenniums. So, this is the kind of conclusion the philosophy of detainment can lead you to.
I don't get it, Mr. Edgeworth. Why are you putting yourself on the line for Mr. Meekins?
It's not that I particularly care about what happens to Officer Meekins.
What?
Oh, who said that? Okay.
What?
However, I can't simply stand by while Agent Lang ignores our country's laws. Shi Long Lang. Just what sort of investigator are you?
So, how can we... how can we debunk that theory?
It's the victim's pendant, which is shaped like a horse.
It's got a real dignified look on its face. That makes it worth all the more. Oh no, Mr. Edgeworth.
What? Did you find an important piece of evidence?
It's made of platinum silver. That makes this thing super valuable. I've seen this type of jewelry at a lot of stores before, so I know it when I see it.
Okay, if you ever laid so much as a finger on those pieces of jewelry.
What? Me? I'd never do something like that.
Is it possible that she has never wanted to steal from a jewelry store before? The name Colin Devoray is engraved here.
I need my people who carve their own names into a pendant.
Oh, why would that be?
You have no imagination, Mr. Edgeworth. Did you ever think that maybe people want to have their loved ones always nearby?
It's not as if I have a wedding band, and I have no interest in accessorizing.
Sigh, I suppose. Anyway, you know what? More than wearing flashy accessories, I'd rather be engraving my name into every treasure I can find all around the world.
A sign of affection is one thing, but blatant vandalizing is just a bit different.
Oh. Maybe he wasn't even dead by the gunshot. Because if you shoot him in the abdomen from where he's laying, like that, bullet could go through the abdomen and out the shoulder. If you're shooting like that at an angle a bit. Okay, let's try doing that.
Objection!
Okay, there we go.
Unfortunately for you, Agent Lang, that is simply not possible.
What do you mean?
You've seen the crime scene for yourself. And while you were looking, did you not think to yourself that it was a little too clean? So he did notice that there was too little blood. Do you still wish to claim that Officer Meekins committed the murder here? Okay. Right, forgot about that. Because this isn't the crime scene. And if it was your men who led you to think it was, then I suggest you leave this case to the local police to set the record straight.
Not bad. I see your logic can be just as sound as mine. In that case, let me ask you this. Don't you think it's weird that officer was hanging out around here in the first place?
Weird? How so?
Hey you! Your squad's not even supposed to be in this area, right? What were you doing neglecting your duties and loafing around here? Don't you dare give me some lame excuse like I found myself taking a walk.
But, sir, I really did take a walk, sir.
You're a disgrace! How dare you take your pack obligations so lately?
Officer Meekins looking extra meek. Is he hiding something?
Mr. Edgeworth, please, sir. Save me the way you did earlier, please, sir.
Officer Meekins, please give us a detailed account of what happened.
Sir, not you too.
Here we go. What did you do this time, Meekins?
It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger Mobile, sir. But I got completely caught up in my role selling dreams to the children, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir.
What is this Blue Badger Mobile?
It's a moving store on wheels that sells sweet dreams and merchandise, sir.
Blue Badger Mobile is just a roaming souvenir shop?
Sir, I swear I was chasing the kidnappers down while I was being a good dream merchant.
Seems rather worked up. Even more than his usual hyperactive self. He just seems sure of what he's saying. Can you try to calm down and lower your voice to a more reasonable level, officer?
Sir! Roger, sir!
I don't think that's possible.
It's true, sir. I wasn't assigned to this area, sir.
Hold it!
Alright then, where were you assigned to?
I was assigned to the main gate, sir.
It must be in the area with the bridge and the outrageous fountain.
Okay, then why are you here in the Wild Wild West area?
It's because of a very deep reason, ma'am. I was told to check every square inch of the main gate area, sir.
Hold it!
Describe for me how you conducted your investigation.
Yes, sir. Well, first I made sure there were no suspicious-looking people in the area, sir. But the only people that seemed to gather around me were little girls, sir.
Oh, what did you expect when you were dressed like the Blue Badger?
I thought I had no choice at that point, sir, so I shot them all. I also went looking for the kidnappers while selling dreams in the Blue Badger Mobile, sir.
Hold it!
What exactly do you mean by selling dreams?
Sir, the Blue Badger Mobile is where dreams are collected.
What?
Sweetness like you've never known except in dreams, ma'am. Like innocent drops. And bitterness found only in nightmares, ma'am. Like guilty jawbreakers. Selling those as I push the Blue Badger Mobile along in my sworn duty, ma'am. But I got completely caught up in my role, selling dreams to the children, sir.
Hold it!
You completely forgot to look for the kidnappers.
No, sir, of course not, sir. I would never do something like that, sir. You're absolutely right.
Wow, you're good at this forcing people to confess things, Edgeworth.
To be frank, I'm just a little man, sir. I'm better at selling kids a few small dreams than looking for a big crook, sir.
Hold it!
Enough wallowing in your own self-pity. Let's return to your testimony.
Yes, sir. Before I knew it, I found myself here in this area, sir.
Hold it!
How did you wind up all the way over here?
I was in the middle of a sea of kids, sir. But one of the kids decided to challenge me to a fight, sir. I had to run away from the child's painful dropkicks, and before I knew it...
The good old dropkick. I dished out my fair share of those when I was a kid. It was always the best when you felt one really connect with your opponent. In any case, you wound up here for a reason completely unrelated to the investigation.
Sir! That's right, sir.
That's not something you should be admitting to with your head held high, officer. Sounds like he simply forgot about his real job and became the Blue Badger. However, there is one flaw in Officer Meekins' story. But I have the feeling that he'll need some prodding before he'll spill the beans.
Okay.
Objection!
Really? Okay. So, is the lie here that he wasn't on the Blue Badger mobile, or he took another one, or okay? I know there's something wrong with this statement, but I'm not sure yet what it is. Officer Meekins, I would appreciate it if you didn't tell such transparent lies. Sir? I'm lying, sir? Yes, you are. If you were really out there selling dreams with the Blue Badger mobile until recently, then what is it doing here inside the garage? Actually, I just lost track, sir. Lost track of what? By the time I realized it, the Blue Badger mobile is nowhere to be found, sir. Which would mean it was perhaps stolen? And that's when I came back to this area, thinking maybe it was in the garage, sir. That's when you found me, Mr. Ashworth, sir. A likely story. Who do you think is gonna buy such a convenient tale as that? And what exactly is so convenient about his story? The car getting stolen is completely unbelievable, even for a cover story. But I think we can assume the car was used alright to move the dead body. What? You killed the victim at some distant location, Officer Meekins, and then you used the Blue Badger mobile to transport it all the way here. Now then, you're coming with me. But it wasn't me, sir! The killer, sir! It wasn't me, sir! Agent Lang, wait! What do you want now? We still don't know where the real scene of the crime is. You can't say we know all the facts of this case, let alone the truth. I told you, truth schmooth. I couldn't care less. Our job is to catch the crook. You'll find out your precious truth after we arrest this guy and take him in. That's the job of you, prosecutors, in your fancy course with your logic. As for us, we don't have that kind of time to waste. You boorish buffoon! I think you need to leave. What? We need to get the body to autopsy, and you guys are getting in the way. You would interfere with another one of my investigations? Hey now, let's not forget who holds the actual authority to conduct investigations here. I'm afraid the one doing the interrupting is you, my ignorant little pretty boy. Now be a good fancy boy and get out of my sight. If you don't, I'll arrest you for obstruction of justice. To be continued. Ooh, damn, okay. A lot of crazy stuff happened there. A lot of twists and turns. Okay, well, let's see. I don't know. I don't think the next part is gonna be less than an hour or something. So, yeah, I don't know. I think it's better to leave each segment for each episode. I don't know. Okay. I mean, after all the loud voices and screaming, I think I need a little break. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's it for now. That's it for today. Hopefully, we'll pick this up tomorrow. But